Hey, it's me, Vay, and today I'm going to be covering a very controversial topic, and that is that Fortnite Chapter 4, Season 4 is bad. Okay, well, it's not that bad, but in fact, I kind of actually like it, but that was kind of clickbaity, I know, but there are some things that they could have definitely done better, and so today I'm going to be showing some of those things. Alright, so let's just get started off right away with the locations. So, as you may know, there are 3 new locations. They are meant to be broken into. There's like a bunch of guards everywhere and bosses and a cool vault room at the end. So let's go over the pros first. They are pretty cool looking, you know, like fancy mansion type buildings. Music's really cool. I do like the cool music, dynamic music. That's pretty fun. And also the loot is pretty cool. Bringing back, you know, like old mythics from previous seasons is pretty cool. The whole like security system and all that stuff is pretty cool. My main gripe, I guess, with it is the the fact that they get looted in like the first 10 seconds of the match. So if you want to get a loot from there, you're gonna have to like land there. So if you want to land anywhere else, you're about out of time or out of luck. And also, they're all kind of the same. I mean, the Eclipse Estates has like 3 different mythics you can get, which is, you know, slightly different, but they're all kind of just, you know, white mansion-y buildings. So yeah, yep. Hey, just interrupting the video here for a second to remind you to like and subscribe and do all the other things YouTubers tell you to do, because, you know, it's free, it helps out the channel, and I'm probably trying to get to some amount of subscribers in some amount of time, so you better subscribe now to become part of the Some Number Club. Next up are the new weapons. So there is the Twin Mag Assault Rifle, the Burst Scoped SMG, the Rocket Ram, and the turret, the turret case, the business turret. So, I think that's it. So first of all, we will cover the Twin Mag Assault Rifle. Pretty cool. I like that they're expanding on the Twin Mag idea. I don't know what they'll do next. I guess there's not really anything super logical. I guess they could do a shotgun. They haven't really done a magazine-fed shotgun in a while. That could be something. Pistol doesn't really make a ton of sense, at least real-world-wise, but I mean, the Twin Mag doesn't really make a whole ton of sense real-world-wise. I could make a whole video on that, but I'm not going to. I like the really cool green dot sight, I guess. Not really a red dot sight. Kind of like sci-fi looking. That's pretty cool. And also, I don't think this was present with the Twin Mag, but like you can reload it while you have both of the magazines, or one of the magazines loaded. I don't really have a good way of explaining it, but if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Next, we have the Scoped Burst Assault Rifle, which I'm a little bit disappointed that it's not the Vector. As you might know, the Burst Assault Rifle was based off of the Vector. This one doesn't appear to be, right, you know, as a person who likes guns in real life, I like it when they add real guns to Fortnite, but, you know, the Scope Burst SMG is kind of cool. I'm not sure how I feel about putting a scope on an SMG. It feels more of a joke than anything. You know, SMGs are meant to be close combat weapons, and then the scope is meant to be long range, obviously, so it seems kind of like an oxymoron, kind of contradictory, but, you know, whatever. It's kind of unique. Next is the Rocket Ram, which I think is pretty fun. I like all the animations for it. It's pretty cool. Speaking of animations, the reload animations for everything looked pretty cool. It's pretty useful for getting around, especially with the lack of mobility last season. Having the nice mobility item is pretty cool. The cooldown seems long at first, but actually, as you use it, it doesn't seem all that long. It seems pretty balanced. The damage might be a little much. Might want to tone that down a little bit, but yeah, it's kind of hard to hit someone, so I guess it might be pretty rewarding once you hit someone. And next, I forgot to mention earlier, the Infiltrator Pump Shotgun. I'm generally not a huge fan of pump shotguns, as you may know if you've watched my tier list videos, or I guess my whatever. But I actually really like this one. The recoil is pretty high, but it feels pretty fast, pretty snappy, has a decent amount of damage, has okay spread, the reload's fairly fast. Magazine size isn't too big, but I mean that's still pretty good. I also like the design of it. It's pretty cool, kind of like the zebra stripe looking. And last we have the business turret, which I like the concept. I like the look of it. I think it's pretty cool. In-game, it's not the greatest thing. There's a lot of limitations. You can only have one setup at a time. You can't go away from it. They could disappear after a little bit. But the cool thing is you can pick up other people's turrets and stuff, and it's also pretty good for raiding one of the vaults. You know, place it down behind you, and then if someone tries to come in behind you, they can do that. It's pretty cool. I actually do like that. The main downsides for most of the weapons, I'd say, is probably that they're not real life guns. I'm sure there's probably some people like me that prefer real life guns, and then some people who prefer, you know, the fake Fortnite guns. But yeah. Something else that is new, apparently, according to the wiki and the trailer, is the Shield Breaker EMP grenade thing. But I haven't seen it in game, honestly. So I don't know if it is just rare or if I just haven't seen it. But another new thing that they added is the new cars. I forget what they're called, but they look like kind of like a muscle car a little bit. I really like them. I like how it's kind of like the Nitro Drifter, where you can kind of like drift with them, but it's also like the I don't know, it's like normal car where it's. But I like the look of it too, and the different variations of it. It's pretty cool. Also a nice, cool getaway car. Is that everything they added this season? I guess they didn't really add much. I guess there's the bosses. Oh, the Battle Pass. Yes, let's go over the Battle Pass. Definitely not as good as last season's Battle Pass, I'd say. The Battle Passes this chapter haven't really been all that good, honestly. The second skin, the Nolan Chance, the tactical version, that's pretty cool. Fish Thick is a pretty funny skin. You know, one of the nice, like, kind of joke skins that they add sometimes. I don't know if joke skin's the right way to put it, but, you know. And then the tier 100 skin isn't really, I don't know, I'm not really a huge fan of it, honestly. It's a little underwhelming, I guess. And then, you know, Secret Skin's Ahsoka, cool, I guess. Not the, you know, my favorite Star Wars character, but, like, it's nice to have a Star Wars character, I guess. But, yeah, overall, I'd probably give this season a 8 out of 10, honestly. Last season, probably a 7 out of 10. Just for comparison, maybe 6 out of 10 last season. But, yeah, I guess this is the end of the video, and I'll see you next week.